Welcome to Transliteral, where we dive into the juicy and problematic topics related to our ever-growing community with your hosts, Creative Rain and Soraya Vasai.
What are we talking about today?
Girl, we're talking about how we're trying to corrupt these people's kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the LGBTQ agenda for me.
No one. Girl, they don't. Girl, we wasn't invited.
Right.
They don't let us know. We don't get to know none of the tea.
I'm like, what's the real tea says? Because I'm trying to figure it out.
Because, girl, they're trying to say the industry's trying to change the kids.
Okay. Let's get into Boosie.
That one.
Boosie. You're really trying it now.
Boosie badass. Girl.
Now, y'all know Boosie is obsessed with Lil Nas. Let's just be real.
Very. Yes, obsessed. That's all it could be. Every time Nas breathes, everything he does is a problem to Boosie. But why? If you're so straight, why do the things the gays do and the girls do irritate you so much?
I feel like when people look at certain things that, and I'm not saying because I know people are going to be like, no, he's just straight and he just doesn't like
Us being in the media?
Yeah, and it's just like, but it's like, that's fine. You can have your view, but when you constantly obsess with that type of stuff and somebody in it, it's like, it shows a lot about yourself and your character.
What straight man is actually upset with what we do? They ain't gonna look twice at us. They really don't give a damn what we do.
They don't care. They don't care at all.
Girl.
And my thing about it was, he's constantly trying to prove his point of why he feels like we're trying to corrupt, so like the LGBTQ community is trying to force an agenda on these children. And it's like, you're making it something that it's not. And at the end of the day, there's so many contents that's out here that's like talking about sex, talking about violence, but y'all not speaking about those type of issues. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but as soon as it has to do with something within the LGBTQ community, we're the villains.
So, girl, we always gonna be the bad people.
We're always
the bad guys.
They constantly say like, oh, you're choosing a lifestyle that is not the typical lifestyle.
Babe, we ain't choose this lifestyle. This lifestyle chose us.
Okay, it chose us.
You think we gonna make our lives hard on purpose?
No. They make it hard for us. Because it bothers him so much to finally seeing the LGBTQ community in the limelight. Okay? It bothers a lot of people because it's demons and insecurities that they have not solved within themselves.
So, girl, let's talk silicone.
Come on, silicone.
Plastic surgery, new faces.
Come on. The plastic of it all.
We're in LA, so we're definitely in a city. 90% of these hoes ain't nobody real. You look at any girl, half of us, something's fake, something's not real, and if it's not something you can see, it's damn sure the way at.
Okay, fake is fake. I know plastic surgery is probably one of the most controversial topics that there could ever be. Like, you go from people who just want to get surgery just to get it because they see it as a trend. Then you got people that's getting surgery just because they feel like this is the only way they could live throughout society. Oh, in our community, it ties into all of that, all in one. So for me, it's like, my experience with surgery, I'm always back and forth in my mind because I'm like, I want to be able to get surgery, but not shame myself for getting it because I feel like I'm changing something about me that I feel like I probably could have learned to love.
And you feel like you're falling into the hype.
Yeah, exactly. For like instance, like I'm doing ballroom now, so in ballroom, you know the girls be serged boots. So it's like, it makes me want to be like, well, I need to be serged boots too. But in reality, it's like, do I really need to be serged boots to get to where you want to be? They love.
It seems like you have to. You have to be a surgeon.
Exactly.
You have to. Like me personally, I'm going down the road of surgeries. I want all of them. Y'all done see I already bought these damn titties.
Come on, titties.
Girl, bitch getting a new face. Girl, y'all done see that real soon. Get a whole new fucking face. Get a whole new D. But my thing is, these surgeries for me are for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be out here trying to become what society thinks we should be.
Yeah.
Because as of now, there's an image for us.
Yeah.
If you notice, all the girls in LA, they all look the fucking same.
There was these people, I'm not gonna say their names, but they started talking about the surgeries that they got, and they were saying like, "Oh, I gotta get this fixed done," and she was like, "Yes, sis, you need to go get that done." And then like they started nitpicking, and I'm like,
about every negative aspect that they see. You might have never even seen it.
Right.
It was never a problem to you. Girl, it was never a fucking problem to me. But now it's in my head that, oh, maybe I do need to get my nose done a fourth time. Like, girl, you had your nose done 4 times and you still ain't figured it out? They're just having surgeries to keep... It never fucking ends.
Never ends.
Like, for me, I'm trying to get these surgeries and be done. As soon as trends change, girl, all these girls with these BBLs, everything, watch when it flips back. Because remember, if we go 10 years back, everybody wanted to be thin as a pencil.
Yeah.
If you saw somebody, they were thick or had that was an insult.
Yeah.
But now, complete opposite. So how long are these bodies really going to be popular?
I've been hearing that there's been a lot of girls that are getting like their implants removed. They're like, I don't even want this look anymore.
Yeah. Because they never got the look for them. They got the look for society.
Y'all really gotta really sit there and ask yourselves, like, is this really what I want to put my body and my mind through? Because not only is it like a physical thing, but like mentally over a while. Like, how has your experience been mentally after getting your like breast done?
That's something people don't talk about. Me, like I've heard, you go from one insecurity to another. Because it always was, oh, I have very small breasts, or I need to get implants because it'll make me a lot more feminine.
Right.
But now, I find it that all I want to wear, having time out in society, are oversized sweaters and things because I don't want to be sexualized.
And I've noticed that about you, like your breasts is
and you
always
see exactly how I changed. I used to love a good crop top, a good V-neck, but now it's like I don't want all that attention there. I'm not comfortable dressing the way I would because now it's like no one's looking at me, they're looking at my boobs. They're looking here.
It's so sad because we're so easily to put into this sex symbol narrative that I think it's easier to follow that sex symbol narrative. Because if you follow any other narrative, these bitches will run you down like you're trash, like you're nothing. Like they will literally eat you up and degrade and then pick at every little thing about you because you're not following what they want you to follow.
Yeah.
And that's been one of my things. It's like I'm constantly in this like, oh my God, what the fuck do I do? But I feel like just being able to live your life, loving who you are, and it doesn't even matter, like, I might want to get surgeries a few years from now, but right now, I want to learn to just love my body, because once you start getting those surgeries, sometimes
there's no going back.
There's no going back, like,
because even though, like I said, I'm getting my face done.
Yeah.
That is a fear because what if they fuck up?
Yes.
You can't go back. You just have to get it done again and keep doing it until they fix it. And the next thing you know, you're like a fucking feline.
Like my biggest fear is like how much does these doctors care about the trans patient?
And if they'll botch you purposely. That's always been a fear of mine too.
So how do you feel about the men who sexualizes trans women in that one way, especially when it comes to like bottom surgery?
Girl,
that's the real tea. That's the real gag.
That way, that a lot of men will love you, but the second you say, "Oh, I'm having that surgery, the big one," which seems to be still taboo even within our community.
Yes.
Most of these girls that y'all follow have not done it. Majority have not done it. But at that point, I feel like they're not seeing you as who you are, or as a woman in general, because they're literally only seeing you, okay, I have the aesthetics and the femininity of a woman. The men who actually are typically open to trans women, at that point, they're like, I don't want you anymore.
Yeah.
But then you have hetero men not all, but some at that point are like, okay, I might as well just date a cis woman at this point. If you're gonna do that.
And I think that's so degrading because it's like, I didn't get into this relationship with you just because of that one reason.
Yeah.
And I just think the moment that you put so much energy into one piece in a person, and you know that one piece is the piece of them that they do not want, it's like heartbreaking because I had a similar situation like that, and it really mentally fucks with you because you're going into this and you're like, this person's loving me because they love what they see,
and
they
who you
love
are
me
as a person,
and who I am as a person. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the tables flip and once you say that I do not want this piece of me anymore, like their whole personality changed.
Definitely had the same thing. They love you until you bring it up. They're like, yeah, don't do that. And it's like, okay, so when, not even if, when I do it, you're just gonna kick me to the curb.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, okay, I'll find someone who's going to do what I want them to do.
Basically.
I'm not using it. I'm good on that.
I just feel so disgusted that when they, and I forget that, like, I'm walking into the streets and I be forgetting that there's so many people into so many different things.
Yes.
And I be like, oh, he probably thinks I'm cute. No, he's not thinking that.
No.
He's thinking a whole nother thing. And I'm like, ugh. Like, and I forget.
Is it supposed to be like, here's my thing. Is it supposed to be a dude approaches me and the first thing I say is, let me just stop you here. I'm trans.
Yeah.
Now we continue from here. Because I'm not about to do that.
I feel like if you're about to go into someone's, like hotel room, if y'all about to go do something, if y'all about to...
Yes.
Like,
then there's a reason for them to know. But baby, if you're hitting on me and I already know I'm about to curve this, why am I going to tell you that? Because you already get mad enough at cis women who curve you.
Yes.
What the hell you gonna do to me?
That's the whole death sentence.
That's it. Like, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, you tricked him." How the hell did I trick him?
They love.
I tricked him. I didn't even approach him. I did not want his attention.
I feel like in most situations, like, yes, there are some girls that's out there and they do love tricking guys.
But most of us do not.
But most of us do not.
The majority of us are too scared.
We understand the precautions that's going to happen after and what could happen to us.
And those repercussions, girl, we don't have time for it.
Come on. Safety precautions, y'all. Like, we're definitely going to be going in safety tips with dealing with, like, if you want to go have a hookup and you need that D appointment, girl,
and
all I'm saying is don't be bringing these guys to your houses. That is where y'all mess up at.
That is where they mess up.
How do you feel about the ones who persuade the girls to look a certain way when it comes to surgeries?
That's what I was bringing up when they see us as projects.
Yeah.
Oh, this can be my perfect woman.
And I don't think anybody will ever be perfect. And it's
no
crazy. I don't always want to be known for just being trans. I want to be known for being a human that has a different life experiences. You know, I want to be known to be able to live my life normally and not be overly hyped over it. Like how certain cisgender people would praise us for our makeup looking good. Or would praise every little detail on our body. Like, oh my God, you're like really pretty. Oh my God.
And that's a backhanded compliment.
Right.
And are we not supposed to be pretty? I'm sorry, it applies the same to cis women. Some of you are beautiful, and then other ones look like tree monsters. And once again, beauty is, to some, I might be pretty. To others, what the fuck is that? It's I'm sorry, but that is what society, that's just what it is.
That's just what it is. But y'all, this has been such a journey. Thank you for watching us today and listening to these topics because they definitely do need to be heard. Thank you, Becky.
Oh my gosh. This is something that we're definitely going to continue. I'm not just going to disappear from you all again, okay? I'm not just going to disappear. I've been gone since March.
Oh, Lord.
or April. I don't know. It's whenever I can
Not
take that.
you abandoning the girl.
Girl, I abandoned their asses. I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I've been trying to film, which is the funny part. I've been trying to vlog, and girl, I'll start and just forget. These podcasts are going to come out every Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
So, girl, set your notifications, hit the little bell, subscribe, because we not going nowhere. And bitch, all we about to do is grow, okay?
Baby, it's about to get literal up in this bitch.
Period. And girl, that's really it. Girl, that was transliteral. Oh my gosh, you look so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, how long were we talking?
That's why I was like, Bricky, it's probably going on like
damn-
20 minutes.
My damn foot hurt.
Bricky, you did that, Bricky.
Oh my gosh, 30.